Alright, hey everyone, it's Sativa from Gooped here, and I'm going to show you how to use Tradeskillmaster today. It's my first tutorial ever for a while, so hopefully this goes okay. My bad if it's a little scattered. I'm going to try to cover all the important stuff so that you can set up Tradeskillmaster for SOD, and it works really easy and fast, and is basically an AFK way to play the auction. Alright, so first thing, you're going to want to go to tradeskillmaster.com, and you're going to want to set up an account, and you're going to want to get the application that goes with Tradeskillmaster. You don't need to set up any extra stuff because SOD is included in the free version, so you don't need to pay for it or anything like that, and you don't need to tell it you're running. You can just you want to go to is my groups. Sorry, not my groups, auctions, and then groups, and then view. And then, like right here, cooking recipes for SOD. This is actually slick. I don't have this yet. What I'm gonna do is go in here, go to import string, go into WoW, then open Tradeskillmaster. I'm gonna open groups. I'm going to import a group. So this has all the vendor cooking recipes. See the data on the right, they're all worth a pretty good amount on my server. So now I'm going to go up here to the top to this pencil. I'm going to rename this to, oh yeah, it's P3. Okay, so phase 3 SOD recipe. Exactly what it is. And I'm going to move this. Oh, I want this like its own thing. Okay, how to do this, I apologize. Okay, no, it's just an order, alphabetical order. I'm silly. All right. So main thing, obviously, for a auctioning add-on that you're gonna want to do is buy and sell things. So these tabs up at the top are gonna be your most important things. There's browse, auctioning, sniper. There's a buyout and a bid sniper, and then a my auctions page to manage your auctions. You also can click WoW UI while you're getting used to things. So then you can get back to your normal appraiser and other add-ons that you may or may be using. So you can kind of, if you just need to get to the normal, to your other thing and just get something posted because you can't figure out how to make this stupid thing work or whatever, that would be how you would do that. So, now I'm on a pretty big server, so this is mostly applicable for Crusader Strike or other mega servers. What you're gonna want to do, in my opinion, is set up some new auctioning operations. So the default one is what comes with it. Hunter ammo, you kind of need to set up because otherwise the game or the add-on freaks out about hunter ammo. Stacks up to 40 items is my main thing that I'm now on Crusader Strike to make a good amount of money. So we're not matching stack size. We're not, all this is default stuff. The group management, this applies to base group, so it applies to pretty much everything in the game. And then I do 2-hour durations, 40 post cap, 1 stack size, no partial stacks. I don't want to keep any in my bag. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, I don't use this. This is if it never sells, essentially. It'll stop posting it. And then this, I use the default. This is the pricing So basically, you may notice that sometimes it doesn't post anything because it says that it's too low, basically. So what you need to do in that situation is you need to come in and adjust the vendor cell. It's just trying to make it so you're not selling so close to the vendor price, but these servers are so fucking packed that people push it so close to the vendor price because there's so many bots and so many players and everything that you essentially need to lower this. You need to get this pretty fucking close to one-to-one vendor cell, which is horrible, but it is what it is. Default, I believe, is 1.5. I'm running 1.3 right now. I probably am going to go to 1.25 soon. If you pop this, if you click this button over here on the right, it will bring up this window, which puts it into kind of parentheses, so it's a little bit easier to understand. So what's going on here is it's checking first, it wants to check the crafting price, it's checking the market and the market average. That's what it's going to compare against, and then it does some fucking math, and then it checks it again, and then it compares it against vendor cell, and it basically tries to post it for at least what it's going to craft times 0.25. Or it's above vendor cell. I was running this 10 stacks of 4 last phase, and 4 stacks if it stacks to 20. The stack size is important here. So 10 would be ore. Something that stacks to 20 would be something like cloth. So it's what the item stacks to. So here, we don't care. We just stack size 1. Don't give a fuck. Just run it. And this also does whole stacks. That's the other thing about this. Will post up to 4 at 20, and there's the original sell price, 1.5. Oh, this is still even on last phase. Last phase, this wasn't working correctly. Last phase, TSM was not working correctly, so you had to harvest your own data. You do not need to do that anymore. Now, 10, 20, 2-hour postings. We cancel if we're undercut. And then one of the other big things that is really great about this that you definitely need to know about is the mail management. It's very, very useful when you have a lot of stuff going on and you're trying to keep track of everything. So these buttons down here are amazing. Sold will pick up just your sold auctions and leave everything else that needs to be reposted left. Bought will purchase or pick up just bought auctions. Let's say you have 500 mails and you just bought some raid consumes and you're trying to get to fucking raid as quickly as possible. Bam, there's your canceled, there's your expired, and I've never used it, but yeah. And then you can do send. There's contacts in here, so friends, all that stuff. You can do grouping in here, so you can mail an entire group, which is super great. Like, let's say I want to mail all blacksmithing materials. This would mail all blacksmith materials. I don't have any right now, so I can't mail anything, but super duper useful. And you can do all of your disenchantables and all your excess gold to a banker. Also super cool. I have used it in the past. I'm not using it right now, but it's very great. This is my disenchanter, so this is set up, but I believe this is set up on my send to. You want to set up the crafting costs correctly, because crafting cost is really great. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it's a little bit here. But basically this will tell you how much the crafting cost is of each item, so you can easily see what is profitable to craft. So this right here, if you can get your hands on the mats, it costs 60 gold to craft it, but it sells on the auction house for about 120 apparently. So that's really risky to risk that much gold. I wouldn't do that. This also seems too risky in my opinion. However, something like this, the Dreamweave gloves cost about 10 gold to craft, and you can sell them for 11 to 12 gold. Probably not all day, but you know, that would be a flip for sure. And same with the Dreamweave vest. These are both pre-bis. This stays bis except for some super duper expensive gloves. So, sure on some of these other ones. Some of this stuff is for the crates. So that's a really great one. You have all the crate stuff set up, and then you can have groups over here, and you can say, oh, okay, I want to restock my groups of all the craftables for turning in crates. I'm not doing it. I have some of it set up on my blacksmith, but it is a pretty involved process to set it all up. However, if you set up where you had every item in here in a group right here, you could click this button and it would this and have a subgroup here that's called crates, and then you would select it and you would restock. I don't want to do that, but because it just bags, but it would, you know, tell you exactly what to do. And I believe it even supports purchasing things like silk and thread automatically from the vendor, and then you can also go here. I'm like 90% sure you can go in here and then tell it what you need to shop for. So right now I'm shopping for those plans that we just imported here. Need to farm the Savory Deviate Delight plan apparently. That thing sells really well. And I've sold some Dragon Breaths. That's cool. But yeah, so how I use it, like this is my normal usage of TSM. So I log in, I come over, I hit the mailbox because hopefully, well actually let's just do this. So on this character I should have a bunch of stuff in the mail and auctions ready to post. Also, this character essentially has nothing on it that I care about, so basically every item can be posted to the auction house that is in this character's bag, and yeah. Alright. So, here we go. We got quite a bit of stuff here. So I just open all mail. And now, because my inventory is full, it's just pulling in just gold. Except it kind of sucks at it, so I hit it again. And I believe we have some more mail in there too. So stuff like this is box items from my blacksmith. So what I do is I come over here, talk to the auctioneer, and then I go to auctioning, and I hold right click, and I just drag down, Now, I know that particularly I have a couple items, like green and gray dye, that you can post, but this one I'm probably going to try to post, because people will buy them. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I'm going to post them. It's interesting, but yes, people buy chrono boons, people buy dyes, stuff like that. I need to adjust the but single up to 40 is our important one. And I don't claim to be some TSM master or anything, but yeah, we do all right. Little gold earned. My total incoming and outgoing on this account for SOD. There's a couple characters here with 20 odd silver that are from a different. Oh, and I'll show you how to do this afterward. But what I'm doing right now is I'm holding my post macro to post. Sometimes you get this internal auctioneer thing that's popping up right now. Just keep scrolling. I do shift scroll up, and it seems to work pretty well. So you can see a few of these are posting at max price, above max price, posting at max, which is great. That hardened iron short sword, that might be north, by the way, scam. That's someone rolling. But the add-on keeps you from posting for a ton of gold and thinking it's worth a bunch and basically just giving money to the auction. So to double check that, I'm going to go in here and blacksmith. No shot. Yeah, we got all these posted. Okay, I thought. Hardened iron short. Okay, so he has it for 80 gold. Trying to fuck Marine. But we post at the normal price. Wow. Other add-ons would have posted for 80 and you would have lost a big vendor. So now I'm going to come back over here and get the rest of the stuff out. You can see my shit's going crazy, right? Those were all cells. Those weren't and you know, maybe my cell is a little too low. The 1.3 on the algorithm. Maybe I need to go to 1.4. But at the same time, I don't really care because we just get so much stuff from all the random bullshit, and it's already so late into the phase that I'm in full dump mode, so I don't want any of these. I want to get rid of all of them. And you can see, sold, 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 sold. It'll just go ape shit the whole time I'm saying. Okay, I think that's it for this character. Okay, so I'm gonna go show the setup for the post 40 one more time because that's kind of the biggest thing. I can cover more other ones that I use, like the stack post and stuff like that in another video. People would be interested in something like that. Post in the comments and shit and all. Yeah, this can make a lot of money. And then because it just cycles your shit out as soon as possible. Just get rid of everything. Don't hold anything. Holding is, I don't think, the play. There's too many fucking people on our server. Don't fucking bother. You're just gonna lose money. It's just making noise. Sorry. This is the last thing I want to show before I show the thing. So buyout sniper here. If you're just chilling, maybe watching TV, something like that, you can post up with this, and it takes a while for it to populate. However, after a while, it will. So, like, there's some fish, but I'd have to double check. Does this is this used in any plans or anything like that? And I don't think it does say used for cooking. I don't know. Someone's buying. It's still above. But you can see people have been posting it for that quite a bit. So there you go. So it's half off what it's supposed to be. There's 2 posts of it. So to me, I'm not buying that. I almost did, but as soon as I saw 2, I'm not buying it. Paused it by clicking start. It's better to let it run. Might be able to just press the play again. Because here's pause and play. Yeah, you can. Okay. Um. Uh. The other thing that I would definitely suggest is, so on auctioning, there's also on cancel scan. Scan is already in progress. So it's running. For its, I don't know. I'm walking away. If you walk away from the auctioneer, auctioneer, it will reset the UI. So I've been undercut on all these. But my stuff stopped selling immediately. I got undercut that fast. And that kind of just shows how on top of it you need to be, I would say. Yeah, I didn't realize this video is already 24. Holy fuck. But yeah, like, if these are like truly like really undercut, no one's buying it. And I literally just posted all that stuff. You have to be very, 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 very on top of it. And we're going through, mouse wheeling all of these down. The biggest thing, though, I would say, make sure you're doing the 2 hour cancel. That's one of the biggest things. Okay, I'm gonna fucking recap. That was getting ridiculous. Any more cool groups I can put here? The recipes, P2, P3. Waylaid supplies. That. Okay, here we go. Here's all the Waylaid supply group. Here. Move the RD3 items now. I don't want that checked because I don't want it moving. I want it to be at. Waylay is Earth. Okay. Okay. So now we gotta open all those mails that we just can't. Then I'm gonna show the setup for 40 one more time, and then sometimes you have to walk away from the auction house and the. And then I would do this and do post. But let's so in operations of up to 40 items, match stack size, 2 hours, 40 post cap, stack size, no partial stacks, and in bag. I adjust this from 1.5 to 1. You may want to try the 1.5 first, but if you're having trouble, that's just the default settings for TSM and new operation 0.5 default settings. All I've really adjusted on this one is 2 hours, 40 post cap, 1 stack size, and it works pretty well. And then I would just come in, like I was saying, and yeah, and with the mailing and stuff, you can kind of make it to where everything just funnels into one character. Makes it pretty easy. Just spam post this shit. And really what I do with my main is I sit there and I do professions, you know, I offer tailoring, and or blacksmithing, and do this in between, go back and forth, go back and forth, go back and forth. It seems to work pretty well. Them golden scale bracers are just giving it trouble. You can see what it's getting caught up on. It just got caught up on Silk Claw. But as you just keep spamming, it'll all clear up. When I import the rest of these waylaid supplies, that will be useful. And as I can show kind of the I feel like that's where people get tripped up is like there's a lot of fucking buttons and it looks totally fucking different and it's just like what the fuck. But hopefully I made it. You can see I was selling chrono boons. I have actually sold yeah, I've sold 15 for above vendor. Like for an enchant, I'd be hitting them on my priest. So this character I gotta be a little bit more careful about, but like, so all these greens I don't need this. We're in chrono boons. Got a plan here that I'm trying to sell. Greens here, more greens. Cloth. We just kind of clear it out. Post selected. And here we'll post at my current price because it knows that that's me. It's not going to undercut myself, which is also great. Cut yourself. Look here. Sorry, little bro. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have the macro set up on this character, so we got to come in. But you know, macros. This is the other thing I was gonna. So we go buy cancel, roll up, shift, update. So a lot of people do a lot of this stuff, like all of them, on one macro, which to me that's fucking crazy. I wouldn't do. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I do want to show one more thing on my enchant. Yeah, that's kind of normal of how you would do it for like a main. Kind of go through, get your greens, then post all. Then, oh yeah, I want to show the DE. Okay, so over here. Uh, okay. It's to bring up a. I've been getting tons of add-on errors, unfortunately. But it's supposed to bring up a window that shows all the disenchantable items in your inventory. Okay. Anyways, brings up like a black window. It'll have all the items. You can like shift click to ignore it forever or click to ignore for your session. And then basically you can set up another, tells you how to do this instead of having macro. I make a macro and it. Press this, press, and it will like auto. Oh, it's because I have no items in. So I will show you one more thing actually. So if we do browse, there is these items up here that I completely neglected to mention because I'm a dumbass. So let's say you want to browse for feature protection policy. So I just shift clicked and it auto put this in there, and then now all I see MPP has a list of stuff that you have looked for. So like these are important ones. Come to your favorites. Great deals you have to pay for apparently doesn't. So advanced item search is the item search that you're probably more used to, where it's got subclasses. So we can do like recipe, chanting. So this will search for chanting recipes that I can learn. So like the 100 block enchant. That's just stupid, but yeah. But like, there's fucking Greater Spirit for half off. I probably. I don't have mana to chest. Expensive. Don't have a. But yeah, that's how you do that. And then there's bid buy. But there's also disenchant search, which is super powerful and super useful. Here we see these items, they're kind of expensive. Some of these others are not so like this one. You kind of gotta watch the item level. because you want to make sure you're getting stuff that's going to get you like current stuff. Like these, this could become lesser nether. Like this, I should probably buy. I should probably buy these. And this. And basically, this disenchant value, what it's comparing it against is like lesser nether essence auction value. You got to be very aware that, like, yeah, I could get vision dust, which is worth like 2 silver. Like, I'm probably gonna lose on some of these items, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably gonna make money. Um, like it has 75% chance to become worth 4 silver, but some of them become lesser, and then those are when it ends up panning out. These where it's 13%. I'm not fucking with that. Okay, and then I would come over here. So I just spent 8 gold. Let's see if we pan out. And there's our win. So now what I do is this button brings up the window, so I can hide it for and press this. Like we just got 2 lesser nether essence off that. We just got 2 lesser nether essence. It just fucking there's 4 gold already. But that time was 5 vision dust. Lesser nether essence. Vision dust. 2 lesser nether essence. Vision dust. And so you basically could sit here all day. So you could sit here all day and this stuff and make all fucking day. Then we come over, post them. This. And I believe I did break even. With the 7. Yeah, that's a great way to make money. Overall, TSM super helpful. The more you use it, the better you'll get with it. The most powerful way to use it is by getting all the professions and everything set up. And if you hit this button right here, it will look there. It already. It will this will create groups in the groups section based on your recipes here that were made from my blacksmith, and then that lets you search for the materials. It break it all down, stuff like that. Split them into subgroups. I broke mine down quite a bit here, so we have like weapons, armor. Was weapons that sold for 1G profit last phase. So I was profitable items for 150. This time I didn't go so crazy as to breaking them down into what's profitable and what's not. But yeah, there's like all the rares for last phase. You can get that, so you can search for that. So that no one's posting them for super cheap. Like all these have gone up. You know? Great. Held on to any. That was good. They've come back. This was created from my tailoring. Yeah. Overall, very very powerful. Does take a while. There's tons of YouTube videos out there, but yeah. Have a good day.